hope the sound is better today than it was yesterday. Um, I don't know what went wrong yesterday. I've checked all the settings today and they all seem to be correct, but I won't know until I get some feedback from the people out there. But I am here with the latest updates for We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world, and we're on a mission to banish poverty. There is no fee for joining our community to becoming a citizen. In fact, we give you $5 just for proving you're a real person and filling in your profile. Everything we have within the boundaries of our community can be attained without putting your hand in your pocket. It takes more time, it takes more effort than if you're prepared to throw in a few dollars, but there's no obligation ever to put your hand in your pocket. So you should never be borrowing money to get involved in We Share Abundance. With that said, I am going to have a look now at the chat and see if we've got any feedback on the somebody's saying it's coming through loud and clear, so I hope it's working better today than yesterday. I don't know what was wrong yesterday. Okay, we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. I'm going to head over there now because that's where I see most of the comments. And we have at the top of the comments list on YouTube, Lewis from Portugal. I'm heading to Facebook and I'm looking for the group We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'm going to be looking for the 21st of April. And we've got the comments there. And we have Norman from Doncaster in the UK. We've got Kingsley from Manchester, UK. And it's Kingsley that's telling me I'm coming through loud and clear. Thank you. And we've got Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA. And we're right on time. We're only 2 minutes in after my introduction, very short, but everybody is welcome. And we do welcome people into our community. There is, as I say, no fee to become a citizen. We welcome people from every continent, every country, every colour, every class, every creed, every gender, financial status, educational level, background, tall, thin, short, whatever. None of it makes any difference to us because we're non-separatists. We don't see superficial differences. We only see all our members as human beings. We recognize that every human being is unique, and so has something unique to offer our community, and so is of equal value to every other member in our community, and should be and is treated, therefore, with equal love, respect, and everything else. Okay? Right. We will be starting in a moment with a short prayer. Short prayer is there to help us find true happiness in life. Happiness is what everybody seeks. They may think that they want a car or better relationships or a new home or more time to spend with the kids. The reason they want those things is because they believe it will make them happy. You cannot buy happiness. There are people that have more money than they will ever spend, and maybe they're not happy. It doesn't mean that having money will make you unhappy. It means that it's not related to cash. Cash will help you, it'll remove stress and help you have some of those things you've always wanted. And you'll get pleasure from owning them or getting that more time or the better relationship. It'll all bring you pleasure, but it'll wear off. You'll want more and more and more. True happiness comes from within, and it's only obtained through loving service to others. And the great thing about that is when you focus your life, when you make loving service to others your goal, rather than the house or the money or whatever else you might have thought were your goals. You make loving service your goal. All those other things will automatically flow to you. Everything you want and need will be provided for you automatically when you start concentrating on loving service, increasing the value of that service, and being of service to more people. The more people, the more service, the more everything will just flow to you. It's a much easier route to chasing money, which is very difficult, and it's a much more satisfying route. And so we'll have a little prayer that will help us along those lines. And we'll follow that with a little affirmation to help us maintain that non-separatist ideology. And then from there, I'll give you the latest updates on where we are with developments and things. And answer any questions that crop up. So, without further ado, let's have our little prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love each member finds the joy of service. And through service, bless each member that they may attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. Okay, and our little affirmation goes like this. We are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, we have Rosina in from Edinburgh, up in Scotland there, the capital of Scotland. And we've got Richard Atkins from down here in Devon, the southwest peninsula of England. And it's lovely to see everybody, no matter where you're from, and no matter what day it is. If you're from the other side of the world, it'll be already Saturday morning. Some people it'll be midday, some people it'll be evening like it is here, some people it'll be late at night. Whatever, wonderful to have you here, whether you are watching live or whether you're watching the replay, which many of our members do, because time is not convenient for everybody. No matter what time we had, it would never be time that would suit everybody in every nation. Okay. Today we have been continuing to work on the login ads. They are operating fine from the member's point of view. But one of the bugs we found was it wasn't knocking off your credits, which is to your advantage. So if you bought, let's say you bought 100 credits and you got 20 exposures today, you've still got 100 credits left, but it has been fixed now, later on today, and you will see your credits coming down each time you get an exposure. It is something of great value. It will help you promote anything that you want to be promoting. You don't want to be promoting We Share Abundance because people are logging into We Share Abundance, they're members anyway. But any of outside third-party plans, anything that you've got that you are into that isn't amongst our plans, you will find it's a wonderful resource for you. The other thing about it is people that are involved in marketing and been around marketing for a while know that the absolutely best low-cost advertising that they can get is through login ads. And to get into our login ads, they've got to join. It's free membership, okay, but they join, they will buy a Poverty Crusher plan, which is only $5, and that will get them their login ads. But it'll also get them into that compensation plan. It'll get them started on the step ladders that we have. We'll give them $5. That'll get them started with the staking of the pools for the wealth builder side of our business, our community, and they'll gradually get absorbed into everything that we're doing here on our mission to manage poverty. We have staking, we have the Easy Business Builder, we've got that downline builder, so many things that are of advantage to people that are looking to generate income online. And the login ads is a big attraction. It will help you to build your network within We Share Abundance, and through building it in We Share Abundance, it'll help you to build your network in any of the plans that you are involved in that we don't have. You know, you might be a Herbalife distributor, or a New Skin, or whatever. There are lots of things out there that are good opportunities, but it's hard for most people to build a strong business in those opportunities. We can help you do that through our downline builder, because as you're building your network through promoting the login ads, or the Poverty Crusher, or the Easy Business Builder, or the secondary staking, or the stable staking, or all these other things that we have in here, the wealth builder, the free raffle, all these things that you can talk to people about. We have so many things. You've got to find out what somebody's looking for. That is what is known in sales as their hot button. You know, whatever it is they want, you can show them how to get it through becoming a citizen of We Share Abundance. And that'll help you build that network and create the network that you can use then. Once you build a network, that's a sales distribution center. It's what every company, every organization dreams of having, is a distribution system. Manufacturers go to main distributors, and they go from main distributors. You know, a manufacturer might have 5 main distributors, and those main distributors may be supplying 10 or 20 wholesalers each. And those wholesalers are supplying maybe 100 or 200 retail shops each. And that is the distribution network that we used to in the high street. That's how products get from the manufacturer into your fridge at home, if it's a food product or something, you know, or your workshop, or your home, whatever. That is the traditional path, and that is building a network, a distribution network, and that's what you can do with We Share Abundance. You can build your own distribution network within our community, and if you build a good, solid distribution network, you have everything that you want and need for making money. Because all you've got to do is say, I've got this new product here, boom, who wants it? And if you've got a distribution network of, 10 people through 7 levels, that's a huge number when you calculate it. I'm not going to go into it now. But if only 1 or 2% buy that product, it makes you wealthy. If they join you in your multi-level marketing business, just 0.5% of those people, 10 people each through 7 levels, you would become a top distributor in any multi-level marketing company out there. I guarantee it. So we have so much to offer, and the login ads is just another string to your bow in what you can offer to other people and what you can also use to your own advantage as well. Okay, we've got Andrew in saying good morning from New Zealand. Saturday morning there. So that's we've still been on that from the development point of view. It is pretty much done now. There are a couple of things, but we will be moving on to things new on Monday as well. I've been chasing up Remuno. I've not had an answer from them. I think we're probably going to have to look elsewhere because it's just dragged on, and they don't seem to be able to provide what should be a simple solution for them. The team from that we've been really focusing on for the Fun Miracles site are itching to get going, but we do need to resolve a couple of points. I've been through it today. I'll go through it again tomorrow. There are a couple of things that we need to resolve because they're abstracts in a way, but if we sign that agreement, it commits us to something that we don't know what we're committing to. For example, they've got a clause in there that any third-party products or APIs that they set up for us, we're responsible for paying, and we don't know what they are. We don't know if they're going to set up. I think it's a standard clause they put into everything, but we need to know if there are any, what are they, and what are the costs involved. And we need all the details there. We can't have these cover it all clauses which protect them, but can put us into a situation where we're paying out a lot more than we planned on paying out. So these are things that, fortunately, my legal background from long ago helped me to uncover, if you like, and make sure we get clarified. Hopefully we'll get it all sorted out next week and get the order placed. They want to start. They wanted. They were saying, give us the order. We'll start today. We'll start today. So they may be short of a bit of work, and that may give us a bit of leverage on price as well. So once we get the contract sorted out, say, okay, this is everything is in there. We can then haggle about the price and see what we can get done on the deal there. Okay. But that is the final stage, just the price and the payments and staging of the payments and everything else. Everything else needs to be in place before we get to there. But the price negotiation shouldn't take long. Okay. I told you yesterday that the team we're working with for the Turnkey Cash Cow campaigns, marketing campaigns, now have access to the Facebook thing that is all set up and going. We don't yet, or we've not yet added a payment method. We've tried twice, and they advised us to leave it alone for 3 days or more. I'll get onto them again on Monday. They don't work weekends. I'll get onto them again on Monday about trying to get that in because they may get all their stuff done, but if there's no money to pay for the advertising because we can't set up the billing information in Facebook, we can't get going. So that is as far as I'm aware, the only stumbling block that we've got at the moment, the rest is just down to how long it takes them to get all the things that they want in place in place. Um, we've set up the funnel account for them. We've set up um, Aweber, which I don't particularly like, but it's the one that they work with, which will make it easier. Once we get going, we can always move away from Aweber. But to get it all set up, I've just gone, okay, if that's what you want, that's what we'll provide for you. And so we've done it. We've done it with the funnel account. We've done it with uh, the email account. We've done it with the hosting. We've not compromised on the servers because we have our own servers, which are already set up. But everything basically they've asked for, we've provided, and so it should um, hopefully not take them very long to go through and put everything in place, and then we can start running those campaigns. And I think within maybe we're not going to get money instantly. It's going to take probably from the start of the campaign to see some real cash. We're going to be looking at about 14 days. So where are we now? 21st of April already. I was hoping we'd get this running in January, but nevertheless, we will get it running quickly now, I'm pretty sure, and we will start to see the results from that as a total community. And of course, the Turnkey Cash Cow members who put up money for us to do marketing for them will start seeing the benefits of what they've got in, and we'll make sure that they do really well out of it. It will, as I say, of course, boost everything throughout our community as well. It will enable us to become debt free. We'll get all the loans paid off, then we'll get the nest eggs that people have purchased. We'll get those available to be withdrawn if people want them. And it'll put us in a position of real strength, which is what we're aiming for this year. We're going to see this year's going to be a good year. It's passing quickly. We're almost 4 months into the year now. We're in the fourth month, and we're getting towards the end of the fourth month. But we've progressed an enormous amount in this time. It would have been lovely to do it quicker, but it is what it is, and we will get there, and we are getting there. Okay, I don't really have much more to update you on there today. It's nice to see we've had quite a few people already putting in those login ads, and it will. We have some default ads up there so that there was something there. It'll enable us to take those out. They were for Vortic, because Vortic, I believe, is something that everybody should get involved in. I think it is the most solid program out there. I've looked at some others that claim to be really amazing. You know, there's GPS. They're getting people in at $50,000 and $100,000. Some of the people that are joining GPS, and what they're telling people they have doesn't appear to be true. So it was something I was looking at us getting involved in. You can get involved for a lot less than that, but they're selling those packages to people all over the place. You can get involved for, I think the minimum's $300 with them, but I was looking at it quite seriously, but I think it'll run for a couple of years. and a lot of people will make some good money with it. But I think it will be something that will uh, ultimately die because it looks like a very well constructed Ponzi. Not saying that a lot of other things aren't. You can never tell really. It might be the best thing out there. I don't know. But what they are claiming in their information has been categorically denied by some of the people that they're claiming to be partnered with. And that's really what I don't like about it. Okay, there are other things that we will be getting involved in, but we've got to take one step at a time, and there's a lot going on at the moment. And I don't have time to get involved in everything um, and check everything out. And so even the things that we do get involved in, I don't really check out that much. Uh, you have to do your own due diligence, be responsible for your own decisions, um, and know that you're not going to win all the time. There are always going to be failures. But I think Vortic is the best bet for everybody as a winner. And then you can look at other things as well, because even though I believe, and I'm not an expert in any way, although the experts only guess anyway, don't they? They perhaps have more statistics and things, but um, even Vortic, even if it is blue chip and wonderful and everything else, you never know what's going to happen. Suppose the CEO dies. I mean, we don't want to wish that on anybody, but I mean, it could happen. Um, will will it be able to continue? You don't know. Hopefully, the answer would be yeah, but we don't know. We don't know how things are set up and how things are going on. You need multiple income streams. Things change so quickly in today's world. Something that is solid can turn into something that is um, disappears like that. I mean, you look how many people would have thought that FTX would disappear, and yet from one week to the next, it was gone. Um, and that was huge. And there were lots of celebrities promoting it. You know, they were ambassadors for FTX and things like that. They were certainly into billions, maybe trillions. I don't know the numbers, but it's just an example of what can happen, even with the things that you think are really, really solid. That's where you need those multiple income streams, and you need to find, you know, maybe you'll try 20 or 30 of them, and over a period of time, you'll find three, four, or five that are solid. And if you've got five income streams that are pretty solid, if you lose one, yeah, it's going to hurt, but you've still got four. It is important. Do what you need to do to get involved in more income streams and play by the rules. Don't put in more than you can afford to lose and get that seed capital out as soon as you can. Then you're playing with their money. And then if it's a good plan, you're going to go on, compound it, and it's going to make you wealthy. If it's a bad plan, you'll make a little bit along the way, but until it does disappear. Um, and then you've lost nothing anyway because you had nothing in you playing with their money. And you will have made maybe a little bit along the way anyway, which will have helped you get into other things and other things and other things. And as I say, if you end up with four or five really good plans that are paying out regularly and for a medium term, let's put it that way, not short term, not just for a year or two, let's say 5 to 10 years. If you've got a plan and you're compounding it for 5 to 10 years, even if you're pulling out half of your money, you'll have made enough to live on for the rest of your life anyway. Okay, so that's where we are. We've got to look at those third-party plans. They're also the ones that win everything that we do as a community through the admin accounts that we have goes back into We Share Abundance. It'll be filling those liquidity pools. Those tokens that you've got now in the Wealth Builder, you might only have $1,000 worth. We've got members that have got a lot more than that. We've probably got some new members that have a little bit less, but let's suppose you've only got $1,000 worth. That's like 3 tokens. Those tokens, as we build that liquidity, you get those liquidity pools going and everything, going to start going up in price in the same way. But when we started, we moved with the Weezer token, and we took it from $1 to over $300 in about 6 months. We're already at around about $300 with the Weezer Abundance token now, but it's been pretty steady because we've just been holding our own for a while. Okay, but as we start to expand, you're going to see that growth again, and those tokens are going to be worth thousands of dollars each instead of hundreds of dollars each. And those again are going to make you wealthy. To go from $1 to $300, 300% increase in 6 months, 300% increase in 6 months with a $300 token. You work it all out. It's huge. And the great thing about it is, because of the way that we've structured things, once we start to get that upward spiral now, it'll never come down. Okay. I know a lot of people want to sell their tokens now. Okay. We can't let them out on the market now because we don't have that liquidity pool in place yet. We're working on it. But a lot of people, that when we give them the option and sell their tokens, they're going to be upset a year or two down the road when they say, I sold my tokens for $300 each, and now they're worth $10,000 each or $30,000 each. They're going to be upset. Oh, okay, but that's life, isn't it? Richard is asking about, will there be an app for the games? No, but we have stipulated that the games must be available to be played on all devices. So it will be a web-based app, but it will be playable on one of these things, because a lot of people love these. A lot of people do everything on these. I do nothing on it, except Google Authenticator, basically. I don't even use it as a phone. I have taken a couple of pictures with it. Okay, getting that advanced, right? But no, it won't have an app as such, but it will be. It'll automatically scale to a tablet or a phone or a desktop or a laptop or whatever, and that is better in a lot of ways, because people don't then have to download apps. We don't have to go through the rigmarole of getting it approved by particularly the Apple one, iOS people, which is a pain. It is purely web-based, but it will be able to be accessed as easily on a phone as on a computer. Okay. Let's have a look at Melon app, and we'll see We know that Lewis was in early on saying hi to everybody. We put him up there. Um, I'm scrolling down now. Lewis is saying, yeah, the sound is better today. Yeah, I don't know what went wrong yesterday. We've not changed any settings. I've checked them all, but they were all the same. So I don't know. There's no questions there, and I pretty much covered everything. Numbers, I haven't done numbers. Um, uh, they're a little bit down on where we've been actually over the last few days. But the last 24 hours, we've had a decrease of 2 in our registered members, 38,816. One thing, somebody commented on me mentioning that we have over 38,000 members. But the active members is only, what, 3,569. And so is it accurate to tell people that we have 38,000 members when we're talking about the login app? Well, to be a registered member and still there as a registered member, you've got to have been logging in at least once every 2 months. Most of them log in spasmodically, but they they'll come and see what's going on maybe once a week or whatever. So they're not logging in every day, but they're still logging in. Most of those 38,000 do actually log in, just not on a regular basis to become active. Um, and there is a churn as well. The people that are inactive in that um, database, we get them out after 2 months, but the number stays relatively level. Sometimes like it was 3 yesterday and it's down to today. That tends to go up and down, but it stays around about the same number at the moment. It will start increasing as we get the advertising campaign going, but at the moment it's pretty stable. So the dead wood, if you like, gets kicked out one end and we get new enthusiastic people in at the other end. So it tends to be an improved group all the time. Um, so it's not misleading to say we have 38,000 registered members because most of them will log in, but they're not logging in half the available days. We know most of them are logging in because we have numbers on it. So that just thought I'd cover that while we're here. Our active members is up by 9 in the last 24 hours to 3,569. Multiply with no change in anything, and it's the first time for about 10 or 12 days that our bonus pool hasn't increased by another dollar. So we're still at $10,117, but it is at 91 cents. So it is going to click over by a dollar tomorrow. Okay, that pretty much covers it. And I don't see any more questions there. So that's it. I'll be back tomorrow. There won't be much to talk about development-wise unless I get something sorted out. There are things that I've got planned. Whether I get to them or not, I don't know. But if I do, I'll let you know. I'm not going to tell you what they are until I get them because I'll get tested for them. Have you done this yet? Have you done that? And, okay, so there always may be something that is changed or updated or available for you. Okay, but I'll be back same time, same place, 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. And until then, get out there, share a bit of love and abundance. It'll bring you true happiness. And that happiness will create an inflow of everything else you want and need in life. So get out there, go the extra mile, and I'll see you all tomorrow. I love you, and I am constantly working for you and everybody that doesn't view this. Um, no preferences. It's unconditional, and the mission to banish poverty, we will be helping the world in that way as we grow. Until then, auf Wiedersehen, and I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator.